This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And 1. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Watch 10, come on, watch 10. Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike the 59.
He can run for it, and he will. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Panthers 7. For Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 20. A net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Arizona.
Murray now on 1st down. This one caught by Isabella. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Going for it all. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Bridgewater. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
38-yard line.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Take the edge. Come.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami Wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Shotgun now from Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
The kick is good.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
6 yards left on second down.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
45-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
First down, Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. It completes it once more to Anderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On first down, this is McCaffrey. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Jordan, that's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Cardinals 15-yard line.
Second and 5. Throwing is Bridgewater. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now on first down, break again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On second down, it's Drake. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the...
That result, really no surprise. That's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings. Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
2nd and 11.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Bridgewater to throw it. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
All right, let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
It's a pickup of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The tackle made at the
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he fires one, but incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, but I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Complete to DeAndre Hopkins.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 38. He starts by handing this off to Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Second and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. From the gun, Murray. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll move the chains. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
35, Panthers 14.
first down. Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Second and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Flushed out right. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Here's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
It's second and 8 at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Bridgewater. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. But now it's third down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Check the backer, check the backer.
On third down, Bridgewater. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Cardinals 42, Panthers 21. Joey Sly to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
A 1-yard loss brings up 2nd and 16 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 16. They run the counter. Edmonds. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
The ball carrier.
An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Another carry now for Edmonds. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
At their own 15-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Bridgewater on the keeper. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11. Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cardinals, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught on the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a